everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about a technological revolution that's saving lives, boosting economies, and reshaping an entire continent. But it might not be happening where you think. When you hear the words drone delivery leader, what comes to mind? Maybe a tech giant in Silicon Valley or a bustling city in Asia. Well, what if I told you that the real trailblazer, the country that launched the world's first national drone delivery service, is in Africa? That's right. We're heading to the heart of the continent, to the beautiful nation of Rwanda, to see how it became a global pioneer in using drones for good. This isn't just a story about technology, it's a story about ingenuity, vision, and solving real-world problems. For years, one of the biggest challenges in healthcare across many parts of Africa has been the last-mile problem. Imagine a patient in a remote village, hours away from the nearest city, in desperate need of a blood transfusion or a critical vaccine. The roads might be rough, washed out by rain, or simply non-existent. In these situations, time is the enemy, and a journey that takes hours by car or motorcycle could be the difference between life and death. This is the exact challenge Rwanda decided to tackle head. Instead of waiting for roads to be built, which can take years and immense investment, Rwanda looked to the skies. In 2016, the Rwandan government partnered with a California-based robotics company called Zip. Together, they launched a groundbreaking service using autonomous drones to deliver essential medical supplies like blood, medicine, and vaccines to hospitals and health centers across the country. It was a bold move, an unprecedented leap of faith in a technology that many in the Western world still viewed as a novelty for hobbyists or a future concept for package delivery. So how does it work? It's brilliantly simple and incredibly effective. When a doctor at a rural clinic needs a supply, say a rare blood type for an emergency surgery, they send a text message to a central distribution center. Within minutes, a team at the center prepares the package, loads it into a drone, and launches it into the air. These aren't your typical quadcopters. They're fixed-wing drones, more like small airplanes, that can fly at high speeds, over 100 kilometers per hour, even in difficult weather conditions. The drone flies autonomously along a pre-programmed route, navigating by GPS. It's constantly monitored from the distribution center, but it flies itself. When it reaches the hospital, it doesn't need to land. Instead, it descends to a low altitude and releases the package, which floats down gently under a small parachute. The package lands in a designated drop zone, usually just a few meters from the clinic's door. The whole process, from the text message to the delivery, can take as little as 15 to 30 minutes. It's faster, more reliable, and often cheaper than traditional ground transportation. The impact has been nothing short of transformational. Before many rural health facilities didn't bother stocking a wide range of blood products because they would often expire before being used. This meant that if a patient needed an urgent transfusion, they would face a long, perilous journey to a larger city hospital. Tragically, many didn't make it. Now, these clinics can order exactly what they need on demand. This has virtually eliminated blood wastage and, most importantly, has saved countless lives, especially among mothers experiencing postpartum hemorrhaging, one of the leading causes of maternal mortality. Rwanda's success didn't happen in a vacuum. It was made possible by a government that was forward-thinking, open to innovation, and willing to create a regulatory environment that fostered this kind of technological advancement. They saw drones not as a threat or a nuisance to be restricted, but as a powerful tool to serve their citizens. They worked closely with Zipline to establish clear rules and safety protocols, creating a blueprint for how to safely integrate drone delivery into a national airspace. This proactive approach is a huge reason why Africa is leapfrogging other parts of the world in this domain. And the story doesn't end in Rwanda. The success there has sparked a continent-wide movement. Ghana followed suit, launching its own national drone delivery network with Zip, which has now become the largest in the world, serving thousands of hospitals and health posts. Other African nations like Nigeria, Kenya, and Cote d'Ivoire are also embracing this technology, using drones not just for medical supplies, but for agriculture, mapping, and infrastructure inspection. They are building a new kind of infrastructure on infrastructure of the sky. This is a powerful counter-narrative to the one we so often hear about Africa. It's a story of innovation being born from necessity, of African nations not just adopting technology, but leading the world in its practical and life-saving application. While other countries are still debating regulations for commercial drone delivery, Rwanda and its neighbors have been doing it at scale for years, delivering millions of critical medical products. They've proven the business model, they've proven the technology, and they've proven the incredible impact. What this demonstrates is a different path to development, one that does unjust copy the models of the West, but innovates to solve its own unique challenges. By embracing drone technology, these African countries are building more resilient healthcare systems, creating high-tech jobs, and inspiring a new generation of entrepreneurs and engineers. They are showing the world what's possible when you combine vision with a willingness to act boldly. So the next time you think about the future of logistics and delivery, don't just look to the usual tech hubs. Look to the skies over Rwanda, Ghana, and beyond. That's where the future is already happening. It's a future that is being built, flight by flight, by a continent on the rise. Thanks so much for watching. What do you think about this incredible story? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the amazing innovations changing our world. See you in the next one.